John Backer from American Automotive Australia. Just going to run you through the paperwork side of the conversion. So what this is all the documentation to do with keeping a quality assurance system and conformity production in order to make sure that every vehicle is put together the same way, and we've got traceability of who does what, how it's done, and to make sure everything gets ticked off and double checked and so on, so there's nothing missed, nothing forgotten, or nothing sort of done out of the procedure that we do it, or the process. So an example, I'll give you a look through one of these. Like this is job 792, that's the vehicle number. What we see here is all these little job dockets is what the guys will come and pick up. They will transfer that information onto their daily timesheet, so if the job doesn't get finished, they'll hang on to that docket till it is finished. So every one of these numbers represents a task. They'll fill in the staff member, time he started it, any comments if he couldn't finish it. If it's not finished, it'll get stuck in the side pocket here, so just in case he doesn't come to finish the job, someone else can look through and go, okay, that job's not totally finished, and take it on. Once it is finished, the job docket gets put into the completed job sheets only box, and then at the end of each day our foreman will come along and pick that up, and he'll go through that, make sure that he's happy with everything, and then all these dockets get logged onto the computer system to show that it's finished. So really what happens is what's behind here is the actual build sheet itself. So each one of those tickets represents one of these. So once it's finished, it's signed on who's done it, it's signed, checked by someone else and signed off, and then we know that that particular task is finished. And then this job build sheet will stay with the file for the vehicle for future reference if need be. What this can do, can eliminate any issues where if we have someone that has made a mistake in the way they put it together, we can go back through the system and go, righto, well, there's potentially 2 or 3 other vehicles that they have done the same task for, so we can have that checked or recalled if need be. And also it enables us to retrain that guy to say, well look, you know, you're not assembling that correctly. We've noticed it on 2 or 3 vehicles that you've done over the last couple of months, you've done the same thing, so it'll need a bit more training in with that. Also, with these dockets, these job numbers also represent a work instruction, so therefore if it's a new guy come on and needs some training, he can turn around and say, right, we'll give you that basic task to do. He can print off the work instructions, he can hang on to that, and he can reference that, or look at another vehicle that has been done already, or get the training from someone who has done it. So that's really the procedure in a nutshell. So what that does, it makes sure that we know who's doing what and how long it takes. Also, it ensures that the second person checks it before it's finished, and then that job docket gets put onto the computer system of, you know, how long it's taken and who's done it. So that's actually the build sheet. So essentially what you start off with is a whole heap of job dockets for every single task. There's, as you can see, quite a number of tasks that go into a conversion process. So that job's obviously just been started. And if we pick another one that's probably a little bit further advanced down the track, say job 801, we can see that its build sheet's sort of way more complete, and there's a lot less job dockets to go. So what we'll see at the end, when the vehicle's completely finished, this will be full, there'll be none of these dockets left, and then we'll know the car has been built to our system, to a standard, and it's been cross-checked before it actually goes out to the customer. So that's really the system. We can talk a little bit further down the track about the rest of the documentation, but that's really essentially the build, and to assure that everything's done to a standard, it's all done the same, and proves conformity production and enables us to track if there's any issues that may need to be rectified in the future.